video, I would love to talk about sexy, deep, and mysterious perfumes. And if this is something that you're in the mood for, then please stay tuned. And this video will include mostly like sweet, deep, mysterious, maybe heavier, spicier perfume. Even though it's summer, this video will only have one kind of tropical summery perfume. And I know it's summer, but living in Florida really taught me that you can wear any perfume in any weather. Like if you want to wear something heavy, spicy in the heat, just spray it away from your nose and wear it. Like I really learned that it's very important to listen to whatever you want to wear, because if you force yourself to wear something that you're not in the mood for, but it's weather appropriate, then you're just not going to enjoy the fragrance, and you're going to always think about the other fragrance, and you're going to keep always wanting for the perfect weather for it, but it might not happen. And when this perfect weather comes, you might not even want to wear this certain perfumes. So just wear whatever you like. Wear like heavy woody perfumes in the heat. Who cares? Just do not overspray. Do not give yourself or others a headache. And if you like it, that's the most important thing. And so let me start. And probably I will start with the full bottle that I have, and you guys might have guessed it. It's Fetiche La Rose. It's my favorite release this year, and it's the best kind of deep, dark, seductive, sexy rose that I've ever tried. Like it kind of beats Delinas for me, and maybe Delinas are best for like everyday daytime, but this one for the evening, it's amazing. It smells like this very deep, jammy, sweet rose with hints of cherry, hints of spiciness, hints of woods. It really is amazing. It's so deep, it's so luxurious that you have to try it if you like rose, if you like Quentin Biche, if you like Delinas. It's safe to say you're probably gonna love this perfume. And I'm not gonna spend a lot of time discussing it, because you've heard me describe this scent a lot, and also probably other perfume creators. It's been all over internet lately, and I really wanted to mention it because it's truly one of the sexiest perfume in my collection. And the next perfume is Hibiscus Mahajád by Maison Crivelli. And this is really my latest discovery. If you guys have been watching my channel, you know that I kind of rediscovered this perfume for myself. When I first tried it a couple of years ago, I really didn't like it, but I tried it like maybe a month ago, and I really fell in love in it. And now I always kind of want to smell it because it's still new to me. And this is like the perfect combination of hibiscus, rose, vanilla, and some kind of like darker undertones of maybe leather, some patchouli. But overall, it's very fruity, very floral, and very vanillic. And it's still like mysterious, it's sexy, it's seductive, but at the same time it still retains playfulness about it and lightness. And don't get me wrong, this is a very dense and intense perfume. But it's not overpowering, and that's why I suggest it. And definitely you can pull it off in the summer if you just do not overspray, and if you spray away from your nose. Spraying away from my nose is my latest discovery. If you don't spray next to your neck or maybe like behind your ears, maybe you spray on your back or underneath your knees, it might really help, that sillage to happen, but it is happening away from your nose and it doesn't overpower you, and the rest of the people are also not overpowered. So that's a latest life hack that I learned, living in a very hot climate. And the next fragrance is Bewitching Yasmine by Penhaligon's. And this is an example of a heavier fragrance kind of working better in the hot weather, because I tried it in the fall like a couple of years ago and I really loved it, but sometimes I found it too overpowering and sharp. But wearing it in heat, it really kind of allowed it to open up, and it opens up very smoothly, and it's just so well blended. It has notes of coffee, cardamom, so it definitely has this kind of like comforting quality about it, but it still retains this seductive quality. And also it has jasmine, which I don't really pick up. Like maybe it makes the fragrance more smooth, and in the dry down there's vanilla and incense. And overall, like I've said, it's probably mostly like cardamom, coffee, and vanilla for me. And I really like that it combines the qualities of comfort, and something sweet and almost like pastry-like, with something very deep and dark and seductive. And overall, I feel like if you love those notes, definitely try wearing it in the hotter weather, in warmer weather, because you might be surprised in how it opens up. And the oud here is not overpowering in any way, and if anything, like I've said, it works even better in the hotter weather. And the next fragrance is Babycat, and it's warm, sexy, spicy, resinous vanilla. It has pepper, lots of pepper. In the opening it has elemi, and in the dry down there's vanilla, woods, suede. Overall, like, this is probably one of the most kind of sexy vanillas that I've tried. Of course there are probably others that I haven't discovered yet, but this one is very much like a mysterious type of vanilla, and I have not tried to wear it in hot weather yet, but I will definitely try, and I will let you know how it works. And please let me know, guys, have you tried wearing it in really hot weather or not? And if so, what do you think about it? Do you think it works or you think it doesn't? And the next perfume is probably the sexiest in this whole lineup, maybe one of the sexiest, and it's Absolute Aphrodisiac by Initio. And honestly, I recently realized that I'm a little bit anosmic to this fragrance. Like, no matter how much I spray, it kind of disappears for me, and I smell it very faintly. And I actually heard that other people also said that it happened to them, so maybe I'm not alone in this. But I still smell it, you know, it's just not as intense as I would have liked, I guess. And this fragrance is a very delicious combination of vanilla, musk, and animalic notes. It definitely is animalic for me. Like, I do pick up that kind of like animalistic undertone. I don't know if animalistic is the right word for it, but it has this like castoreum kind of feeling to it. I definitely get it, and this is what makes it like kind of an aphrodisiac, you know. It smells kind of like animalic, and it makes it more kind of dirty, sexy, and mysterious. And I also pick up vanilla and musk, but I would say that animalic quality really does kind of come forward in this fragrance for me. And vanilla here is not a sweet or cupcakey vanilla, it's more kind of grown and serious type of vanilla. With musk there is also some amber for depth and warmth, and overall this is a really good scent. But definitely try before you buy, because this castoreum note might be polarizing. And next perfume is Musk Ravageur. And Musk Ravageur is a very kind of complex and I would say challenging fragrance. It definitely is not for beginners, not for somebody who's just stepping into the world of the fragrance. Of course you can try it, like, it's good for you if you try this scent and try to develop your nose to like and appreciate different scents, but I'm just warning you that you might not like it. But if you have been into perfumes for a while, you probably heard of this, and it's popular for a reason. It's a very interesting scent. It opens up with cloves, a bit of spiciness. There is also notes of lavender and tangerine that I pick up. It's kind of like citrusy cloves, but then it quickly fades and this fragrance turns into this mix of musk, you know, woods, vanilla, and amber. And musk, I would say, is the most prominent. Like in Absolute Aphrodisiac, Musk Ravageur also has this kind of animalic and musky and dirty quality, and it smells like your skin but better. But you know, your skin but like in a dirty way. It's hard to explain it, so you need to really smell this perfume for yourself. But you know, there are like your skin but better scents that are like clean, like Glossier You and Another 13 by Le Labo. This one is like your skin but dirty but better. Again, like, I'm not doing the greatest job explaining it, and I've always had kind of hard time explaining what this perfume smells like, but you know, I'm giving you the best I could. And definitely smell it if you want something highly unique, kind of challenging, but still very deeply seductive, mysterious, and you know, sexy. I really do think that this is a sexy perfume, and this one is truly unisex, and both men and women will highly enjoy. And next is the only fruity perfume in this video, and it's Venom Incarnat. And Venom Incarnat is also a very kind of unique type of smell. They're all unique. Like, I feel like all these perfumes in this lineup I really like. And so Venom Incarnat to me smells like you're walking in the dark, very dense, very green forest. And it just rained, and then you find like a bush of wild strawberries, and you kind of lean in to get the strawberries, and you inhale that smell of strawberries, and you inhale the smell of the forest and the ground, and there is also some caramel. That's what this fragrance smells like to me. You know, a very kind of intense smell of strawberries, but wild strawberries. It's not like a synthetic, you know, really sweet strawberry. No, it's a very natural strawberry that I get. Then there's also caramel that I pick up, so it's definitely sweet as well. And then I pick up cedar, you know, there's this woody smell. That's why I described it as being in the forest. And there is patchouli as well, and there is this kind of like, you know, kind of like smell of ground after the rain, which I really like. And I hope that it kind of helped, you know, to paint the picture for you of how this fragrance smells like. It's very good. It projects beautifully. It lasts and lasts and lasts. It's like really good performer. You do not need a lot of it. I wore it this past winter and I enjoyed it a lot. You know, I remember that I would spray it and go to dance class. And you know, when you exercise, like I would not spray a lot. Nobody told me that I choked them with my perfume. I really hope not. Like I was just able to smell it faintly because you get hot in the class, because you exert yourself, and then the fragrance kind of comes up from your skin and you're able to smell it better. And I really remember it projecting so beautifully and I highly enjoyed it, and it's like a very good memory of mine from this last winter. And next fragrance is the lightest and more kind of casual, but I really wanted to include it in this video because to me this is very sexy, but it's like summertime type of sexy, and now it's summer, so it really is time to enjoy this fragrance. And this fragrance is Moon Glory by The Harmonist. This fragrance really puts you like in tropical heaven. This smells like honeyed, jasmine, lychee, ylang ylang, you know, all the tropical goodness. It's all like drizzled with honey. It just smells so good, so airy, but at the same time sweet and addictive, and I really love it. It projects super well and it lasts a long time, and it just smells so good. And honey here done perfectly. Like honey might be a challenging note for some people, for myself including. Sometimes it smells animalic, sometimes it just overpowers the whole scent. It does not happen here at all. If anything, this is a very airy and nice perfume, and I really love it, and it's one of my favorites for the summer. And last but not least is a new full bottle in my collection. I only have 13 full bottles, so it's a big deal. I do not buy lots of full bottles. You guys always see like samples and travel sizes, just because, you know, that's how I prefer to do things. But this is Orchidée de Minuit by Chloe, and this is their like, you know, more expensive line. They have 3 perfumes in this line, and this one is my favorite. I smelled it in Bloomingdale's and I fell in love, and then I realized that I could not buy decants of it. There are no samples of it. I asked the sale associates, they told me they have no samples, and I was like, fine, like this is not that badly priced, so I will buy myself a full bottle, and it is here, and I really love it. And this is also like softer type of sexy perfume. You can definitely wear it every day and still not overpower yourself and not get sick of it, because the rest of the perfumes that I discussed, a lot of them are, you know, very kind of wear it sometimes type of perfumes, because you might get tired of them, they might get too much, but this one is not. And I really wanted to include, you know, perfumes like that in this video, because like we need something good and sexy for every day, and this is just that. So this fragrance smells like orchid, vanilla, rum, some like caramelly accords I was wearing it another day. Also, it was super hot outside, but it was still great, even though, you know, the notes might suggest that this is for kind of colder weather. Not true. I would say, you know, it really opened up beautifully in the hot weather as well. And sorry that I'm mentioning the weather so much. I just really think it's important because, you know, filming this video in the heat of July and it's hot everywhere, and you might get concerned with the weather. And again, like this is a really good perfume. It's boozy, it's vanillic, there's a bit of patchouli, but patchouli is not overpowering. Overall, I would say that this fragrance has kind of similar vibes to Black Opium, but this is like niche, more expensive, more refined version of Black Opium, and I really love it, and I highly suggest this perfume for anybody who loves vanillas, orchid, and like boozy caramelly notes. There's no caramel listed in the notes, but I do definitely get that accord, and I really love it. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it and that it was helpful for you, and please let me know what are your most favorite sexy, seductive, dark and mysterious perfumes. I'll be really waiting for your suggestions and comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!